This is what happened when Luka Doncic went on the most dominant 7-game stretch any Laker has ever produced and turned a struggling season into a genuine Western Conference threat. Over those 7 straight wins, Luka dropped 267 points, dished 56 assists, grabbed 64 rebounds, and connected on 40 threes. And when the dust settled, the Los Angeles Lakers were sitting 3rd in the Western Conference at 43-25. What makes this run sit apart from anything else in recent NBA history is that no player had ever put up 250 points, 50 rebounds, 50 assists, and 25 made threes during a 7-game undefeated stretch before Luka did it. Not Jordan, not Kobe, not LeBron. Nobody. Let's break down exactly how he got there. Against the New York Knicks, Luka opened the run with 35 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists in a 110-97 win. Controlled, efficient, the kind of game where the final line reads clean even when the shooting isn't perfect, going 11 of 25 from the field and 5 of 16 from 3. Game 2 brought the Minnesota Timberwolves, and Luka shifted into a completely different gear, finishing with 31 points, 11 rebounds, and 11 assists for a triple-double as the Lakers won 120-106. What was already becoming clear, even through those first 2 games, was something the advanced numbers would later confirm. Luka wasn't just putting up points, he was generating them for everyone around him. Across the full 7-game run, his assist rate averaged 19 per 100 possessions. And when you combine his own scoring with the points his passes created for teammates, Luka accounted for roughly 58 points a night for Los Angeles. Nearly 60 points a game, either in his hands or directly traced back to a pass he threw. 2 wins down, 5 to go. Game 3 is where the rest of the league started paying attention. The Chicago Bulls came to Staples Center, and Luka put up 51 points on 17 of 31 shooting, knocking down 9 of 14 from 3 while adding 10 rebounds and 9 assists. And the Lakers walked away with a 142-130 win. That performance, all by itself, explains why Luka's individual offensive rating over the 7-game stretch sat at 121.4, a number higher than any full team's offensive rating for the entire season. As an individual, he performed at a level no roster, collectively, had maintained across a full year. The very next game, though, the Nuggets pushed back hard. Denver forced overtime, and Luka had to carry the Lakers through it, finishing with 30 points, 11 rebounds, and 13 assists, another triple-double, before hitting the game-winning bucket in overtime to seal a 127-125 victory. That week, the NBA recognized what was happening, naming him Western Conference Player of the Week after he averaged 37.3 points, 11 assists, and 10.3 rebounds across those 3 games. But the streak was only halfway done. Coming off the overtime adrenaline of beating Denver, the Lakers turned to the Houston Rockets, a young, fast team that also happened to be their direct competition for seeding in the Western Conference standings. Game 5. Luka scored 36 points on 14 of 27 shooting, and Los Angeles won 100-92 to extend the run to 5 straight. None of that mattered as much as what came next. Game 7, March 18th, the Rockets again, and this time the winner would hold the tiebreaker in the standings heading into the final stretch of the season. Luka responded with 40 points, 9 rebounds, and 10 assists, his 3rd triple-double of the streak, connecting on 7 of 17 from 3. Down the stretch, coach J.J. Redick watched him put together what he called a full clinic, and after the game, Redick described it this way: "He just got us good offense, whether for himself or for his teammates every single time down the floor. We moved the basketball, and then when Luka came back in, he was just fantastic." What Luka actually did in those closing minutes deserves to be spelled out. A 26-foot step-back 3 spinning away from the defender. A behind-the-back split of a double team followed immediately by a no-look alley-oop to Rui Hachimura. Then a step-back 3 over Jabari Smith Jr. that finished the job. Lakers 124, Rockets 116, 7 wins, 0 losses. This is where things need to slow down, because the records Luka set during this run aren't the kind that get broken next season. By dropping 40 points and 10 assists in Game 7 against Houston, Luka passed Kobe Bryant for the most regular season games in Lakers franchise history with 40 or more points, 10 or more assists, and 5 made threes in the same game. Kobe had done it twice. Luka surpassed him. He also became the first player in Lakers history to tally at least 265 points and 55 assists in a 7-game stretch within a single season, the first ever to do it wearing that jersey. And then there's the three-point record, which might be the most staggering number in this whole story. Before Luka did it, no player had made even 25 threes during a comparable 7-game winning streak in NBA history, and Luka made 40 of them, at 40.4% from deep. He didn't barely clear the record, he nearly doubled it. Analyst Bill Simmons put it plainly after Game 7. "I was genuinely impressed by the Lakers. They had a swagger to them tonight. They have my attention." No honest account of this streak leaves out LeBron James. 41 years old and playing the role of screener, cutter, rim runner, and defensive anchor, LeBron has reshaped what he does to give Luka room to operate, and the results have been extraordinary. In Game 7 alone, he scored 30 points on 13 of 14 shooting, which made him the oldest player in NBA history to score at least 30 points on 90% shooting by almost 5 years. That same night, his 12,000th second career rebound made him the 23rd player in NBA history to reach that number. The partnership between these two, one redefining what he does on offense and the other operating at a historic individual level, is what the winning streak actually ran on. Luka summed up the chemistry after Game 7. "It's an amazing feel, honestly. I love winning. Everything is better when you're winning. We have great chemistry. We have a great team. This is just the start of something beautiful." Here's where the Lakers stand after all of this. Third in the Western Conference at 43-25, now 2.5 games ahead of Houston with the tiebreaker locked up, and only 4 games separating the 3rd seed from the 7th in the West, which means every remaining game between now and the playoffs carries real weight. 10 wins in the last 11 games. The season that looked like it was fading has completely reversed course. In March alone, Luka's averaging 34.9 points, 9 rebounds, and 7.9 assists on 49% shooting across 9 games. A near 50-point triple-double lives inside that stretch. 7 straight games with at least 30 points, a game winner in overtime. Franchise records that moved past Kobe Bryant. The MVP race has shifted too. With Cade Cunningham sidelined by a collapsed lung, per Shams Charania, the spotlight has swung toward what Luka is doing in Los Angeles, where he currently sits among the top MVP favorites. What this 7-game run actually means goes beyond any single record or standings position. A team that looked lost found itself because one player refused to let the season fall apart, and now the Western Conference has a legitimate new threat entering the postseason. The Lakers have Luka's attention, and Luka, playing like this, has everyone else's.